is National Voter Registration Day. Hundreds of thousands of people are expected to register to vote all over the country. WCIA3's Jen Lask is live outside the Champaign County Clerk's office this morning. Jen, what do people in Illinois need to know about signing up?
Aaron, the primary here will be March 17th, 2020, with voter registration closing for that in mid-February. So if you are a voter in Illinois, you need to be a U.S. citizen. You need to be 17 on or before the date of the primary election and turn 18 on or before the general election. You'll also need to live in your election precinct at least 30 days before Election Day, and you can register online or in person. National Voter Registration Day began in 2012, and last year more than 800,000 voters used the day to register across all 50 states. Government and community organizers will be hosting registration events, including Summit County Clerk's offices, others at Parkland College, for example, public libraries, and we've got a list of some of those different events on our website, WCIA.com. Live in Urbana, Jen Lask, WCIA3, your local news leader.
It's a beautiful start to the day here in Bloomington. We're seeing a lot of those clear skies across the region, and probably going to keep it that way as we go throughout the rest of this morning. Something we're going to keep an eye out, though, for will be maybe a few more passing clouds and a bit more of that breezy wind. Now, let's take a look here in Champaign. Now, Champaign is also looking really nice, too, with some of the clouds around, but yet a beautiful start to the day, too, for us, as we are going to see things warm up quite quickly. Those clouds will break down for a little while, but then start to come back into play as we head later on into this evening. A little cool. That's not what of course, you're not getting that picture from what the Skycam is showing you, but we do see that those cooler temperatures will be around, so the kids, maybe something to cover their arms as they head out to school, and then on the way back, should be comfortable enough that they won't need it, just more of a short sleeve shirt. More of the wind to come, though, as we go throughout this evening. Temperatures will start off in the lower to mid 50s. We'll see those numbers bounce back up near the 70 mark by late morning. By the afternoon is when we see those numbers back up near the 80-degree mark, but nothing yet really to talk about as far as any widespread clouds. And I think Future Track is going to be a little aggressive with some of the cloud coverage that we do see today. I think we see fewer of them, but then a lot more. The shower and storm chances are on their way in, heading into the earlier part of Wednesday. You can see some of those already showing up on Future Track late tonight across Iowa. We'll talk more about when those arrive, plus we'll have a look at if there are any more chances heading into the upcoming weekend and your 7-day forecast in a few minutes. Aaron?
Thanks, Adam. A teenager died after a crash in Livingston County. It happened Sunday afternoon at 3550 East and 500 North. That's just south of Chatsworth. 18-year-old Nicholas Vandover was killed. The sheriff's office is investigating. New this morning, police say a man is okay after he was shot in the knee last night in Decatur. Witnesses told officers they saw a man shooting a gun near East Condit Street and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. The victim was sitting in an apartment in the area when a round went through the wall and hit him. He was taken to the hospital. Officers do not believe he was the intended target. No suspects have been identified yet. A Fairmount man is looking for his watch after his home was broken into. Paul Bishop says thousands of dollars worth of personal items were taken, but the watch is priceless. His daughter died 5 years ago. She was 2 months old. The watch was a gift from his mom that had pieces of her hair in it. Bishop says the watch was like his place of peace.
To me, it looked like it was just crazy. You know, you look at the hair and you see a watch, and it means no time has passed without her, you know what I mean? Ever since she's been gone, that watch has been on time.
Investigators are looking at the scene for fingerprints. A flashlight was left on Bishop's windowsill. New this morning, the Champaign City Council could approve a tax on recreational marijuana. Last week, they set that for a vote tonight. They're considering a 3% sales tax. They say it could bring in between $625,000 and $955,000. Urbana city leaders already approved a 3% sales tax on marijuana. Now they're talking about where it can be grown. A proposed ordinance would identify areas where marijuana growing facilities would be allowed in the city. It would also add regulations to those places. The ordinance still has several hoops to go through before it's brought to the council next month. The Springfield City Council is expected to talk about some changes to the city's video gaming ordinance. It comes months after Governor J.B. Pritzker signed a gaming expansion bill into law. The council is expected to talk about changes that would reflect the new law, as well as a couple of other updates. Among those changes is an increase in the number of gaming terminals allowed per establishment and an increase in the first-time application fee. A debate is set for tonight's council committee hearing. A state trooper in central Illinois saved the life of someone he's never met hundreds of miles away. Trooper Jeremy Carnes signed up 4 years ago to be a tissue donor, but never expected to match anyone. But over in Ohio, a woman named Catherine Poe was in need of a bone marrow transplant to survive a blood condition and autoimmune disease. Carnes was a match.
What I had to go through with the donation process, just a little bit of soreness, it pales in comparison to probably what the recipient was going through.
The two will meet this weekend at the Be the Match Gala in Minneapolis. It will be a first time in the city for both of them. We have an update on a shoe drive we told you about in Vermilion County. A group is giving shoes to kids in need, and hundreds in the area need help. There are more than 430 homeless students in the county. Many of them don't have good shoes for school. The group From Your Heart to Their Souls is holding its second annual drive. They have hundreds of pairs so far, but they're behind where they were last year.
We've had people dropping off brand new shoes. We've had people dropping off financial donations. We've had companies step up that are doing it within their own businesses, their own shoe drive. So we're so excited to have the support of this.
The drive runs until October 1st at the Vermilion County Office of Education, but the office will take shoe and clothing donations all year. Well, the first day of fall didn't usher in cool weather across the country, but it is the best time to start planning those cold weather trips. AAA reports the ideal time to buy air travel for Thanksgiving and Christmas starts tomorrow, but you need to move fast. By Halloween, most of the good deals will be over. While there's no way to guarantee you're getting the absolute best price available, being flexible with travel dates can help. That will wrap up the morning show on WCIA, but coming up when we make the switch to WCIX for the 7 o'clock hour of the morning show, what the state is doing to keep people safe at railroad crossings. But before we talk about that, let's talk about our 7-day forecast.
A good amount of sunshine today. Just a few of those clouds moving through the area as we go throughout the afternoon. 78 for your high today, 79 on a Wednesday. We'll start to drop back closer to the mid-70s on Thursday. Before here comes a stretch of 80s starting up on Friday, all the way through next Monday, where we start to get more into that summer-like territory into next Monday, possibly even into Tuesday, and we'll see how warm things get on Sunday, but it's going to be back into the mid and upper 80s. Summer, it's still going to be holding on at least for the next week or so, but at least today, and then it looks like even through Thursday, not too bad, just very comfortable and more fall-like.
Still a little warm to drink that PSO, huh?
It is, yeah.